Yo, hear me out. It's your boy, the legendary Robert Winder, and I want y'all to hear me out on this, man. You when I was growing up, it's story time. When I was growing up, I used to love baseball. I used to collect baseball cards. I used to trade baseball, and I used to watch baseball. I grew up as a Chicago Cubs fan because if you're from Chicago, every time you came home from school and you put it on WGN, guess who was on? The Chicago Cubs. So I used to love the Cubs. Sean Dunston, Ryan Sandberg, Leon Durham, Andre Dawson, Jody Davis, Greg Maddux when he first was with the Cubs. I used to love baseball, man. And the one player who I actually loved that was a not Cub, who played for the Pittsburgh Pirates, Barry Lamar Bonds. Bobby Bonilla, Andy Van Slyke. But out of all of those players, Barry Bonds was tremendous. This is why I hate baseball and I don't watch baseball no more. I'm not going to say I hate, because hate is an ugly word and a strong word, and I always tell my son don't use that word. But this is why I dislike baseball, and I dislike the Baseball Hall of Fame and the baseball writers and all of that other shenanigans that they got going on. Number one, how on God's green, oh, it was the steroid era. It was this, it was that. Barry Bonds was a Hall of Famer before there were any allegations of Barry Bonds being on steroids. Even when Barry Bonds was on steroids, he got tested and it never came back positive that he was on steroids. So it was all a public perception. And even if he was taking the sports enhancers, so was everybody else in the league. So you're telling me, as baseball writers, you have a Hall of Fame that does not include, number one, Pete Rose. Dumb. You don't got Charlie Hustle in a Hall of Fame. He didn't bet on baseball goofballs when he was playing baseball. He betted on it as a manager, which he shouldn't do. I don't condone that. But as a player, Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. There ain't no Hall of Fame if you ain't got Pete Rose in it. Now y'all just throwing people in the Hall of Fame. That's why baseball is the way baseball is now. And now it's coming up a little bit. But then you don't want to put Roger Clements in there. Should be a Hall of Famer. I don't give a damn what Roger Clements did. He's a Hall of Fame player. Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire, that home run chasing, home run thing that they had in '98 saved baseball because nobody was watching baseball. Baseball is a regional sport anyway. It's not national like football at all. But to have a Hall of Fame and not have Sammy Sosa in there, Mark McGwire, Roger Clements, Kirk Schilling, Charlie Hustle, Rafael Palmeiro, not to have those guys in it is an actual shame. And whoever are these writers, they need to get these old dudes out of there, whoever's doing this, and these voters, and you guys need to get past and yourself without making a point. You're not making any sense. If you think back to all of those other baseball players from back in the day who were racist, who were woman beaters, who were alcoholics, who was using drugs, who was beating up people, starting fights, they all in there and you celebrate them. And then you got a Hall of Fame where you don't have a man in there who's had over 2,900 hits, 762 home runs, batting average was at 298. He had over 2,200 runs batted in, almost 2,000 RBIs, 514 stolen bases, an on-base percentage of .44, slugging percentage over 600, OPS over 1.05. You guys don't have him in the Hall of 7-time MVP, 12-time Silver Slugger, 8-time Gold Glove. You can't do nothing with no steroid. That boy was out in the outfield killing it. 2-time batting title, 14-time All-Star. You're telling me Barry Lamar Bonds is not a Hall of Famer? Ask anybody of the old school ilk if Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame, and they will say absolutely, positively, I don't know why he ain't. Oh, it's a steroid era. You guys are a bunch of clowns for not putting Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame, for not putting Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Not having Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, Roger Clements, Rafael Palmeiro in the Hall of Fame. There is no, then it's just a bunch of really good players that you guys are putting in, because obviously the greats, the legends of the game that people still talk about aren't in the Hall of Fame. It doesn't make sense. And this is why I haven't really watched baseball. Shohei Ohtani, I may be saying his name wrong, but that kid's going to be probably go down in history as probably the third best player of all time. Right after Barry Bonds and probably Babe Ruth. You get what I'm saying? So Barry Bonds will probably be the greatest player of all time. He was a Hall of Famer before all the speculations when he played with the Pirates. I just don't understand this. I don't get it. You don't even want Alex Rodriguez in there, and Alex Rodriguez is one of the greatest baseball players of all time as well. This is why I dislike baseball. Get all of those old-time writers out of there. Put some new blood in there. And get these men into the Hall of Fame. Please. I'm begging you. Please. No, Alex Rodriguez is not in the Hall of Fame.
Serious?
I'm dead serious.
He ain't better than Tony, though.
Play two different positions, but listen, hear me out. Put these men in the Hall of Fame. Stop playing with it. Get past yourself. Get past your emotion. Oh, it takes... Hey, if you want to look at somebody, you better look at Judge. Hear me out. Your boy, legendary Robert Winder.